You delegated everything. So why are you still the bottleneck? You've built a team, you've handed things off, you've hired good people and told them what you need. And if you're watching this video, there's a reasonable chance you're still the person your business needs for everything that matters. That's the thing about delegation that nobody tells you. Done without the right foundation underneath it, it doesn't solve the dependency problem. It just makes it harder to see. In this video, I want to show you why that happens, and more importantly, what the step is that most business owners miss. The one that turns delegation from a temporary fix into a permanent solution. Because there are actually two steps to removing yourself from the day-to-day of your business. And almost every business owner only learns the first one. The first step is delegation. And most business owners get reasonably good at this. You hire someone, you show them what you do, and you hand it over. And for a while, that works. But delegation on its own is fragile. And here's why. When you delegate a task to a person, you've moved your dependency. You've just moved it from yourself to that person. So you're no longer the bottleneck for that task, but they are. And when they leave, or they're sick, or they make a call you wouldn't have made, the whole thing comes back through you. Think about the last time someone in your business left or was out for an extended period. What happened to everything they were handling? In most businesses, there are two options. Either someone absorbed the work temporarily, which usually means the founder got pulled back in, or things slowed down until that person came back. And in either case, the business needed the founder to fix it. That's the sign that step one happened without step two. The task moved, but the knowledge, the judgment, and the decision-making authority that goes with it, those stayed with the individual. And the moment that individual is unavailable, the business is no more independent than it was before the hire. Quick pause here. If you want to know exactly where the dependency still lives in your business, I've built a free audit that maps it across 12 different areas. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it shows you which parts of your business are genuinely independent and which ones are still routing through you. The link is in the description. So what is step two? To understand it, you need to understand what actually creates founder dependency in the first place, because it's never really about the task. It's always about one of three things that sit underneath the task. The first is knowledge. This is all the context, the history, the how we do it here that lives in the founder's head and nowhere else. When someone needs to make a decision and the information they need isn't documented or accessible, they do one thing. They ask the founder. The second is relationships. Your business almost certainly has clients, suppliers, or partners who deal with you personally. They trust you, they call you, and when there's a problem, they want you. That relationship dependency doesn't transfer automatically just because you hired someone else. And the third is judgment. This is the hardest one to see and the most common. When a situation doesn't fit a known process, when it's new, complex, or high stakes, the team defaults to whoever they think knows best. And in most founder-led businesses, that person is the founder. Here are some examples. The founder who delegated the hiring process but still gets asked about every final decision. The account manager who's excellent, but the client still emails the founder when something goes wrong. The team that can execute the plan beautifully, but still need the founder in the room when the plan changes. None of these are people problems. They're structure problems. And if any of those sound familiar, it's because the knowledge, the relationships, or the judgment, or all three, haven't been transferred. You delegated the surface of the task, but not the foundation underneath. Here's the thing about step two. It's more work than step one, and it doesn't feel urgent in the way that the day-to-day problems do. Step one feels productive. You hand something off, it gets done, you move on. Step 2 is different. Documenting how decisions get made, building frameworks so the team can operate without you, and actively transferring relationships you've built over years. None of that shows up on a to-do list, and none of it is urgent until it's a crisis. And so most business owners defer it. They tell themselves that they'll do it when things slow down, when they've got more time, when the right person is in place. But things don't slow down, and the right time doesn't arrive. And in the meantime, the business keeps routing everything through the founder because that's the path of least resistance. This shows up as the owner who has been meaning to document their processes for 3 years. The founder who knows they need to hand off the key relationship, but keeps putting it off because things never feel right. The team that could probably make more decisions independently, but nobody's ever built a framework for them to do that confidently. This is how a business stays founder dependent for a decade while the founder tells themselves they've delegated. The tasks moved, the foundation didn't. So what does step 2 actually involve? It's not as complicated as it sounds, but it does require a deliberate decision to do it. For knowledge, it means getting what's in your head out of your head and into a format the business can use without you. That doesn't have to be a formal manual. It can be a recorded decision, a short voice note that gets transcribed, a policy that gets written once and referred to forever. The goal isn't documentation for its own sake. It's that the next time the situation comes up, the team has a reference point that isn't you. For relationships, it means a deliberate process of bringing a team member into the relationship alongside you, letting them take more of the active role over time and being willing to let the client gradually shift their trust. Most clients will do this happily if you make it easy for them. Most founders never make it easy because they're not sure they want to let go. For judgment, it means building decision frameworks. Not long, complicated documents, but clear enough principles that the team can ask themselves the right questions when a situation isn't clear. The goal is that what would the founder do stops being the default, and the team can answer that question themselves because the thinking has been transferred. When these 3 things are in place, the business starts to behave differently. A team member handles a difficult client situation without involving you. A new hire gets onboarding using the documented process without you running the induction. A decision gets made, and you find out about it after the fact. And you're fine with that because it was the right call. That's not a business that's lost the founder's influence. That's a business that's captured it in a form that doesn't require the founder to be present for it to keep working. Here's the test I give every business owner who asks me where they stand. Take a month away. Not a few days, a full month. No daily check-ins. No, just loop me in when it matters. A clean month. And ask yourself honestly, what breaks? What slows down? And what actually carries on without you? The things that break or slow down are the things that still root through you. Those are the areas where step 2 hasn't happened yet. If you want a quicker way to get that picture, the 12 Chains Audit maps your dependency across 12 areas of your business and shows you exactly where the gaps are. It's free, takes less than 5 minutes, and the link is in the description. If you found this useful, there's more on this channel about what it actually looks like to build a business that doesn't need you in the room for it to keep moving. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.